One of the big advantages to Symphony is the fact that processes are built in. So we have a complete process automation engine as well as document management all within the Symphony shell. Process Manager is where I want to start today. I want to take a look at one specific process template. We have multiple templates that you can use as starting points for your workflows. In this case, let's look at the process request template. These templates are great starting points for building new workflows. They can be changed to handle more fields, more information. They can be changed to route to different people as needed. So please bear in mind that what I'm going to show you is just a bare minimum example. Here I am in the Process Manager, and this is where workflows are built. What you see now is the purchase request workflow form. I am on the very first task, and the first task is where a user will go into the Processes tab and select to initiate a workflow. They will be displayed a form. This form is created in Process Manager using these tools. We have tools that collect text, that collect numbers, that allow you to import files. Just about anything you would need to do on a form, we can do electronically inside of Symphony. On the back side of a form, that is, whenever the user submits or turns in a form, we have rules. These rules are basically actions that the workflow can take. So as soon as a form is submitted by a user, these rules are executed on our server. Send a message to the accounting role by email, and there's a title and a link in there pointing back to Symphony so that the next user can find the workflow easily. The next rule is to start the accounting approval step, and that is the second step of the workflow. It will take any attachments that are from the initial form display, and it will route that task to anyone in the accounting role. On the second task, we have the same form with some additions to the bottom of it. In this step, accounting is going to review what has been submitted for purchase. That may not be realistic in your company, but bear with me for this example. Accounting will take a look, make a decision on whether or not the item can be purchased, and then, according to the rules, the form and any attachments will be saved into a file cabinet, and the decision will be sent back to the user that filled out the form originally, the one that made the request. That way, we close the loop, and that user knows what the decision was about purchasing. Now let's take a look at the user experience. To run a workflow, the user will come into the Processes tab. They will select the workflow. In this case, you can see I have multiple groups, and each grouping has multiple workflows in it. Again, we have a lot of templates. The purchase request is right here in the All Staff group, just meaning that in our example, anyone can put in a purchase request. You may want to restrict yours. The user is going to hit plus, and that's going to bring up the form in a format that can be filled out quickly by the user. Anything that has a red asterisk is required. Down here you can see the table or the grid. A grid is kind of like a spreadsheet in ways. It has multiple rows and multiple columns. If I want to add multiple items to my purchase request, I simply click the button, Add Another, and you can see it adds another row. If I do not need the row, I click the X at the end to remove it. I can optionally upload a quote. I'm going to click the Upload a Quote checkbox, which presents to me the file upload control. If I uncheck it, you can see we have it set to automatically hide the control. In this case, I do want to upload, and I'm going to browse for a file. I received a quote from my vendor. I'm going to attach it to this form, and here you see it. It is a PDF file. This file will travel from this point forward with the workflow. I'm going to hit submit, and if you remember, whenever we looked at the rules, submitting this workflow is going to route it to someone in the accounting group. In this case, here it is. It's already been routed to me. I'm pretending as if I'm in accounting. That way I can approve my own stuff today. I'm going to click Start to start this task. You can see the quote that I attached, as well as the form. Anything that I do not want the user to change is grayed out or disabled. Down here's the review part. If I want more room, I can collapse the document view, or I can display it. I'm going to approve this one and sign it, and then submit it. And per the rules that we looked at in Process Manager, a copy of the form and a copy of the quote will both be saved into a file cabinet. From that point, another process can pick it up, or a user can simply run a safe search and process the form that way.